welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when he came out of college, we all knew he had the chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got there in short fashion and elevates everyone around him. Led the league in passing last year with nearly 5,000 yards and had 43 touchdown passes. He's hoping to get his team back to the playoffs after falling just short a season ago.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. This is Brown on the draw play. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. This time, Burrow will look to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Over the middle here to Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The slot man in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Play action. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Burrow will throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown. Now Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get just a yard on the scramble on 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Brown goes in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
They go play action. Daniels. And now look at this. Big gain, fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one cut downfield by Higgins. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
First down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yards.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This 2nd and 4. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
For a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
At the Bengals' 23-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This one complete to Yoshibas. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Complete to number 1, Jamar Chase. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The back foot throw there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Cincinnati.
Again, it's Burrow. Throwing now, and it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Commanders' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Andre Yoshivas from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Bengals 14.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Daniels.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
That's a gain
3rd and
of 3.
7 now.
It's 3rd
They gave up the
and
completion
7.
there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Washington Commanders.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off the play fake. Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 34. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution. They are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Commanders 6.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To the air goes Daniels.
Dancing to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Daniels. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
Not going to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 21-13. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Bengal first down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for it. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Complete to Jamar Chase. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Burrow will throw. Able to find Higgins.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Second down at the 18-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Daniels looking to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Dances by him. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 22.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him, it's Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to try and take off with it.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Now Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 6. Now Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Bengals.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and 6 now. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Commanders first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
option play. Here's Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Here's Daniels. And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Working out of the gun, Daniels steps away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Burrow throw. Open man is Yoshivas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Quick slant caught by Chase. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And it brings up third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To throw is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. For that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Moore, the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Bengals 34. Set Gay to kick
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. There's a nice move. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
An inside give of Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Burrow going to keep it himself.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Able to avoid him at the 40.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. And a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second down at the Bengals' 28-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. In motion left comes Brown. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Gay on for the Washington field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well,
in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. A little juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
And a Bengal first down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense very happy with what you're doing.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8 to throw Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Washington down by a field goal, 53 ticks to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass complete, Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. That's complete to Brown. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Pass complete to Robinson.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
47-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They juked him.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
3rd and 4.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. It had the potential game-time field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. It looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.